poignant words. Lots and lots of poignant words from Marco Polo.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's supposed to at this point. But
Okay.
yes,
I'm not going to remember it by the time it comes around
no,
that it's relevant.
I've forgotten it already. I don't know what it is, and I must have watched it 20 times doing the edit.
Okay.
But
And
as
playing the game.
yeah, but as you can see from the screen up there, this is Uncharted 2. So this is obviously the second in the Uncharted series. A series of now 5 games, but I kind of wanted to record this video mainly because things falling out of trains.
Ah, that's a train. Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought that was a bus to start with.
But things including
Ah,
Nathan Drake falling out of trains.
got it. I'd like to throw back to him, being very open and obvious about the fact that his blood was, leaking out of him at a vast rate.
Yeah.
Like that really needed pointing out that was the case. You have a hole in you, friend.
Yeah. And there's lots of blood coming out of you. But this was kind of like, I'm not sure if the feeling has changed since like number 4 and Lost Legacy have come out, but this was kind of always considered the most, let's say, cinematic of the Uncharted games. And that's why I've recorded this bit, apart from the fact that I was just starting the game. It kind of shows it's just this big set piece to start off with. I mean, it's putting a lot of eggs into this one basket very early on.
I like how this train is now conveniently a ladder.
But it's an Uncharted game.
Everything's a ladder.
Yeah, everything you can climb on, everything. That's what Uncharted is. It's basically an Indiana Jones game where you have to climb around things.
And
it's
things
always
almost fall on you, but you don't see it till the last second.
yeah. Luckily, at least in this part anyway, it's very light on quick time events because I don't like quick time events.
It's because you're old.
It's because I'm old and just I can't deal with twitching.
Oh. Hey, look, you were no longer able to reach that part of the ladder, so you get a new ladder.
Exactly. How
It's
convenient.
It's like the, if everyone was a hammer, all they'd see the whole world as nails. Well,
Yeah.
apparently Nathan Drake sees the whole world as ladders because he's, I don't know, a ladder constructor.
Yeah.
That fell away from me a little bit.
It did a bit, didn't it? Got away from me quite quick. I will say at this point, because you're about to see my really shoddy handling on the controls of this game. I really don't like platformers where you look at things from a shitty angle, like directly above you, because you do that.
What, just miss the floor?
Yeah, after doing a weird dinosaur squat thing.
Yep.
Which I do again, which is just fucking amazing, because I didn't get it right the first time.
Oh, and then you lost your chair. Oh,
Yeah.
and you're losing another chair. And now you're outside again.
It's
What
okay,
the
'cause-
fuck?
I know. It's just like one giant set piece. It looks so good though. I mean, even like, on the
Hey, look,
little
it's
screen.
that pole you almost reached earlier.
See, and it all comes back around.
There we go. So it's all about Nathan Drake finding a nice pole to hang off of.
Isn't that what life is all about for everybody?
It depends on which type of pole.
Well, as long as it's a pole, any pole's a goal.
Yeah. Well,
That doesn't make sense
no.
at all. And I'm just going to not look at this bit because this may be some of the worst me playing a game ever.
Wow, Brooks. Just
No, because that's the bit where I do it
Yay.
again.
If this was Assassin's Creed, you'd have used that and just leaped off to your death. So at least there's
Yeah.
that. At least he doesn't do that thing that Ezio's famous for.
Just
Look,
don't.
it's just a simple run. Just run. If you move fast enough, you might actually reach the same point you left.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo!
Oh, no, wait.
I almost feel like I accomplished something by watching that scene play out and me not actually controlling anything.
I like how there was conveniently a rock where your feet were, so he probably could have just let himself go and then, climbed.
But it's like every adventure
Oh.
game ever, though, isn't it? And
And
every
now-
adventure film.
So we fell off a mountain onto the beach.
Yes. With a beer.
Cool. Well, At least the holodeck works well.
Oh yeah. So we talked about Uncharted a little bit on the last podcast, didn't we? And you said you'd never played one.
No, never played one. I have no idea who any of these characters are, really, apart from, well, Nathan Drake, because he's been shoved down my throat enough times.
Well, at this point, you're only supposed to know Nathan Drake. Flynn isn't in the first one.
Okay, so he's just some guy that just gets introduced to you right at the start, as if you're supposed to know who he is.
Yeah, kind of. I think he's more... It's supposed to show you that he knows who Flynn is. I suppose it's to set up that thing where you go, okay, this is... You know, he's been doing this for years. He just knows everybody.
Got it.
Three, actually. Right. Speak of the devil, here she comes now.
That they introduce...
Oh, hey, look, a woman.
Yes, the woman.
Nate. Drake, Nate.
Who has pretty much the same treatment that every woman in every Uncharted, Tomb Raider, any other action-adventure game has. It just centers on arse and boobs.
Yep. And the same Lara Croft ponytail.
Yep. But that's... excuse me. That's Chloe. I don't know her surname. But she comes back in The Lost Legacy.
Okay. Does she not show up in any of the other Uncharted games, then?
Well, I've only finished 1 and 2.
Okay, so she might be in 3.
So she might be in 3, I don't know.
Although, considering the cheers that was at E3 when they mentioned when they showed her off in Lost Legacy, I'm assuming that means that she's a returning character just that everyone loves.
Yeah. She's kind of cool. I don't have an awful lot of problems with her. I think she's a cool character.
You're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money.
But yeah, this is one of those, funny ornaments, do funny things kind of deals. Just, again, like, my only frame of reference for this game is like Indiana Jones. Because it's basically Indiana Jones, the video game.
Okay, so
He has to go chasing a weird thing from something, and it does something
magic
else.
happens.
Yeah, magic, and yeah.
He's after a Mongolian oil lamp. Does it have a genie in it? Is it Robin Williams?
It is Robin Williams.
Awesome.
The only problem I've got here is I was like, I really want to record some gameplay, and about this point I was going, this is going on a bit long now. Let me play some stuff, because now I'm just showing cutscenes, and fuck off.
This would have been a great video to put out with us talking over if we were reviewing a game and we weren't allowed to show much more than just this part. So basically, if we were doing this like 10, 15 years ago...
15 years ago?
I'm just... How old's Uncharted now?
Well, the first one's 2007.
So that's 10 years ago at least.
Yeah. So the second one, I think, was 2009?
Okay, so
It's
it was
years old.
8 years old. Okay, fine. I was halfway there.
No, you were twice as far away.
Yeah, but... Shut up.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints
The thing I like about these games, I have to admit, isn't the stupid, I have to chase a magical
Lamp.
what's it, Dubry, and I might be rich. Sorry, it's just the quips. I like stupid quips. Because they're only one step away from dad jokes, but they're really funny.
Yeah.
And I really like Nathan Drake and his character, even though he's a cocky bastard. And every time he yells, oh crap, now all I can think of is Dunny in his t-shirt from EGX.
Ah. That makes sense. So he just had a dream of being on a beach, and now he's just woken back up again on the mountain.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I can't remember how we get to this point here.
Something involving Istanbul, I'm assuming.
And a broken train.
The train that's going to take a tree down.
Yep.
Pretty confident that trees are stronger than that.
Depends on how hard the train hit, I suppose.
I guess. I don't think a train's that heavy. I mean, trains are pretty fucking heavy, but...
Right,
I
so
guess
this is really stupid. Occasionally you'll see me just spin the camera.
Because you got lost on a straight line.
Nope, it's because I'm looking for treasure.
Oh, okay.
Because Uncharted has collectibles. And I say that here because about this point I'm going to do it again. spot the treasure and then not go and get it.
How do you spot treasure and then not pick it up?
Well, because there's the gun I have to collect. See the little shiny thing kind of to my left? There.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's the indication that there's treasure. And I saw it and then just walked off. I don't know why I did that.
Did you actually see it, or did you only see it when you were redoing this video?
I was pretty sure I saw it. I went, oh yeah, I need to get that. And then got the gun instead. And then forgot all about it.
So you're probably one of the worst treasure hunters ever.
Pretty much. I'm
So
only one step off of being Nathan Drake, to be fair. He's pretty shit.
Ah, you get to shoot a lock now. There we go.
And a clever little joke about the fact that I had to shoot about 12 locks in the first one.
I see.
Because it's always walk up to a door, press triangle to open door, and it doesn't let you because it's locked. So you have to shoot the lock.
And they have to shoot some guy.
Karma's a bitch.
And Karma is most definitely a bitch.
I don't get it. How did you know you had to shoot that guy and not just say hi? I was on this train and now we're all trapped.
Because the game told me to. But it's this. I love this because it's doing the whole kind of whimpering. My leg's fucked. I can't move my arm. But then I have to do this. Well,
Just casual climbing,
Just
like
casual.
without any trouble whatsoever.
I mean, as we sit talking, I've got a busted up shoulder. I can barely scratch my head. It hurts that much. Let alone climb up the inside of a busted train that's on fire.
See, that's where the problem is. If you were on a busted train that's on fire, you'd be able to climb regardless of what injuries you had. It's the fire that really makes it.
Ah. The stupid leg dragging shit. It's like watching wrestlers be injured in WWE. It's like, just get on with it. You're not really hurt, douchebag.
Oh. See, now that probably hurt.
Yeah?
That
Probably not as much as this.
Yeah, that definitely knocked all the adrenaline right out of your sails.
Yeah.
So all that energy he just mustered from climbing the train, on fire, trying to, save himself, and he's just had it all knocked out of him.
Yeah. I think this is...
Come in.
No, it's not. So I will also say at this point that I was dicking around with the DVR on PS4 when I was doing this.
Hello.
So the settings by default only record for 15 minutes.
So much for foreplay.
So when you double tap and start recording, it automatically stops after a quarter of an hour.
You might have warned me.
And I didn't realise that.
In your face.
So a little bit later on, I changed the settings because I hadn't...
Haven't exactly made
thought, right,
yourself
I'll do another bit.
find.
I'll change the settings to 30 minutes. And then I played for more than 30 minutes without realising it. And it just stopped in the middle of a cut.
Got it.
So, but there's 2 points. There's one point where I paused it and turned the PlayStation off. And then turned it on again and started recording. And that's a really obvious cut.
Really?
And then the other one is about half an hour later, funnily enough. And yeah, it does it again because I didn't realise that half an hour had gone by. I was just busy being a moron and getting annoyed at stealth sections in action-adventure games.
Just like we said. We pull the heist, find the ships, and we make off with the treasure.
So I've just realised how much effort they put into the animation of this, and that she has underwear lines.
You and I just
Yes, she does.
That's way more effort than they really should have put into this game. Or,
Have you played the new Tomb Raider games?
No.
all about us.
New Tomb Raider games have that as well, in much more detail.
Gonna be pissed.
Why?
I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to Xbox One X Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Trust me.
Nothing
Well.
says quality graphics like 4K visible panty line.
There we go. Why did the animators think that was it? Surely we've not reached that point of animation where we're that desperate to adding extra effects in that showing off where her underwear is the thing to do. What happened to, just having trousers or t-shirt?
Clearly, t-shirt and trousers just aren't good enough anymore.
Nathan Drake doesn't have underwear lines. He's probably wearing a thong.
Or no underwear at all. Maybe he's going commando.
The true Indiana Jones look.
Exactly. I also don't know why I did that.
What, climb back up or climb down in the first
Climb
place?
down. I didn't need to climb down.
You're right, you didn't need to climb down. I think this is quite amusing that I'm seeing this game for the first time ever. That's probably what really makes this. So I have no idea what's going on, but I kind of like it. Just
But the
because
thing is-
watching you fuck up is hilarious.
I haven't fucked up that badly yet, and I've cut out a couple of my really bad fuck ups.
Have you died many times in the making of this already?
No, at this point I've died once through ship platforming.
Psh, I don't believe the shit platforming part.
Well,
I bet you died because of that guy. That's the only reason you shot him first, and you were ready to aim at him. You knew he was coming.
No, it was the bit on the train when the thing breaks and swings you around to the side of the train. I kind
Okay.
of shifted my ass all the way to the left because it looked like that's where I needed to be to jump, and then I jumped and just took a header into the floor.
You just missed.
Yeah,
You
completely.
jumped and then just missed.
Yeah.
I noticed how you weren't even walking on the part that broke away, and you still fell down.
Well, to be honest, I actually saw that and thought, shit, that might break and I might die. So I got off of it, and then it broke and I fell out anyway.
That's probably what is the reason you've got a hole in your stomach.
Yep.
Are we going to get future cutscenes that lead up to the exact moment where he gets stabbed
Well,
on the train?
if I remember rightly, at about the halfway point, it might be a little earlier than that, I actually play the section on the train that ends here.
Okay, so basically it's the opening point is roughly halfway into the game.
Yeah.
We won't need 'em. A little insurance, that's all.
This kind of half reminds me of the first episode of MacGyver, the TV show that I watched and then never watched any more of.
Well, that's good because MacGyver sucks,
Yeah,
but it's not far off.
did you watch at all the MacGyver remake that was on Sky One? And
No, who was in that? I read a thing. One of the dudes from CSI Miami is in it. No, normal CSI. One of the guys from normal CSI is in it. George Eads.
We're here.
one of the guys from X-Men First Class is in it.
Is it James
And-
McAvoy?
No, it's the Havoc, I think.
Okay,
So Cyclops' brother.
cool.
Yeah. He's MacGyver.
Fair enough.
This way.
I only remember the first episode, and well, because I've only seen the first episode, obviously. But that bit on the boat is the only bit that really sticks with me.
Figure it
Yeah.
out as we go. We
No, I never watched it.
our way through this.
Don't.
I wasn't planning on it.
I was up.
But this,
I don't-
right? This is basically what all of Uncharted 1 looks like. It's either walking around underground with your torch on, or outside with trees,
What did I tell you?
which you won't see because there's trees after this mission, but there's lots of
Called it
trees.
all right.
So what you're saying is Uncharted 2 takes roughly the Uncharted 1's mechanic and goes, you know what? We should do that again.
I mean, to
For
be
a bit
fair,
more.
it is Naughty Dog, and they do make very nice looking environments. I mean, you've played Last of Us, haven't you?
Oh yeah, Last of Us was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Lights will be out.
And that was only a few years after this. Well, I say a
Make
few.
sure you get your asses out
Hey, what
in time.
was?
Fair enough.
I'm gonna have a look.
All right, enough.
So Last of Us was 2013, so 4 years later.
Okay. I'm assuming she's sleeping with both of them.
Yeah.
See you on the other side.
I don't know.
Looking forward.
I don't remember. I'd done this when I played Uncharted 1 as well. I kept going, I know I platinumed this,
Sure you know
so I
where
must
you're
have
going,
played this at least twice.
by the ways.
But I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know
Well, the-
where I am. And
Or at the very least, Nathan Drake's sleeping with both of them.
yeah, that's probably it. He's a pansexual treasure hunter.
It's like the good old days, isn't it? Yeah.
The best kind.
When were
Yep.
those again?
He likes to have sex with pans. Ancient ones that are buried. That's why
See-
he's a treasure hunter.
I can't help but feel like those they would have been much more important and useful. The little dialogues. Well done.
I don't know why I did that.
You must have
I think I was still busy hitting the jump button trying to get off the ledge from earlier.
Now, what do you bet that?
The little things that come up, the prompts to tell you what you need to press and how to do things.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like that would have been more useful climbing the train
In like
instead of
I don't get
preventing you from bunny hopping randomly.
I know, right? But I think I've only got maybe one more major fuck up.
Here it comes.
And that was trying to stealthily knock a guy out in cover, and he saw me, and I just punched him in the face instead. Not very-
Stealthily knock a dude out by
Was-
punching him in the face when he sees you.
wasn't very stealthy, but was effective.
That's very Indiana Jones, so I accept it.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Oh, that's a big old steel grate. I'm surprised you managed to lift it, let's be honest. Especially one-handed on a ladder.
I know.
Those
I am
things are
very
fucking
strong.
heavy. Like, even the small ones are fucking heavy. Let alone one that's the size of, like, a Costco pizza.
Maybe it was just a Costco pizza with slightly metally sound in it.
Maybe. Have you gotten lost again?
No, I
Oh
wanted
no,
that.
you found treasure.
Yeah.
Hey, look, first treasure. What should have been second treasure?
I know.
Unless it's still the first treasure because this is in the past compared to where you were on the train.
No, it's the first treasure I've collected.
I
Interestingly,
like how you
a
had to
trophy
tell
should have,
this dude that was there.
yeah, a trophy should have popped at that point. The trophy did pop at that point. It just didn't show up on the video.
Pretty sure I think there's a setting. At least it might be on the Xbox. There's a setting that you can purposefully have it so that overlay stuff doesn't show.
That's probably a good idea because when you stream and a trophy pops, it just smears across the screen.
Yeah. Or other options, which is that anyone who comes online and you've got notifications on at least on the Xbox, it's really infuriating if you've got a lot of people online coming online at once.
Yeah, I think because a lot of like big streamers ended up like their mates would come online and they'd accidentally stream their mate's gamer tag.
Yeah.
And mates would just get spammed by YouTube morons.
It's like, oh, I saw you show up. Yeah. Speaking of YouTube morons, we are now them.
Yes. Apparently so.
And all it took was Uncharted.
Yep. And us just talking like idiots.
I'm pretty sure Uncharted helped. I don't think we talk like idiots all the time.
Nah. Well,
Just-
speak for yourself.
Just whenever we're together. Okay. So a lot of effort has gone into the platforming of this. I don't quite get why Nathan takes this much effort to get inside a building.
It's one I can never quite understand because they're not platform puzzles. Because they're like there's only one way to do it. So it's not
Yeah.
really puzzle platform. It's just a platform section.
It's
And
just
then lots more platform sections.
what happened to like the front door or the window? Just-
Yeah.
Just dress up as a chef or something and just go through the front door or the back or the kitchen entrance rather,
It's not
like
Hitman.
Hitman.
I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Wait! There's an alarm. That's new since last time.
I love that he's surprised that a museum door is alarmed.
Well, I can disarm it.
I'm more surprised that they didn't consider just
It's gotta be
cutting the alarm wire, or
That's what I'm off to do now.
hey look, treasure.
A golden ring piece.
With a nice bulb on the end.
Absolutely.
And now you're lost again,
I
aren't you?
really did get lost at this point. I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Because the wire just stops. It must be... Literally, at this point I went, it must be over there somewhere. But not there.
Have you tried following the wire?
Well, I did, and then the wire went to nowhere. So I just ran round the corner and went, aha. Literally, I just found the thing that clearly was there as a platforming thing and jumped on it. Like, the only reason that was there was for someone to climb on.
Funnily enough, the wire led to the fuse box in the room.
That's clever, that, isn't it? If only I'd thought of that when I was looking for it.
What could have been the worst that happened if you'd opened the door and the alarm went off?
I'd have been shot.
What,
Beaten
by
up,
this guy?
Maybe.
Is this where you stealthily punch the dude in the face?
No, this one actually worked.
Ah. You stealthily just tap
I
on the
love it.
back of the
It's
skull.
like a bitch slap to the back of the head and he falls over. I do that a couple of times in this as well. I was like, this is the shittiest, absolute worst bit of stealth slapping I've ever seen.
I like how in the cutscenes the dude runs like the Black Panther, and yet in the just regular walking around he just struts. It's fucking hilarious.
that gate over there.
I can't even remember the dude's name. Flynn?
Flynn.
Well, that's still it.
That's the worst name ever.
Yep.
Oh, where'd he go?
So this is the bit where I fuck up colossally.
Stealthily punch dude in face.
So embarrassing. I'm just gonna let it play out. Oh no, it wasn't that bit.
Ah, you stealthily smacked the dude's head on a piece of concrete.
Where was it? Ah, maybe I didn't do it at all. At one point, I definitely fucked up and punched a dude in the face very quickly.
Is Flynn the bad guy? Because
Well,
his accent certainly suggests it.
not the fact that he's English.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of this bit here, or at the end of this bit of video, actually, he kind of betrays you and leaves you to the authorities. But it's pretty standard, you know, betrayal, good guy, bad guy, another betrayal, maybe a betrayal, good guy wins anyway kind of story. You know, we've seen it a dozen times this year in a few films.
Yeah.
You know.
And every year in film, every year in game,
Yeah.
TV shows.
It
Pretty much.
is really weird because if you kind of look at Uncharted objectively and go, you know, the story is actually kind of shit and the writing is pretty poor, and you know they're just fun cover shooters. But I was here. That was
So
me trying to be stealthy and just kicking him in the balls instead.
I looked like you pressed the button at the right time and you just missed
Yeah.
the swing because the game decided that it didn't want you to do it.
Pretty much.
So, and then he got panicked by the air moving next to him, and then turned around and got kicked in the bollocks.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
I'm not sure if it's some of this stuff is just me
Whoop.
or I'm going to say I meant to do that. I really didn't, and it turned out actually I needed to be doing this anyway.
Stealthily falling on top of that guy.
Yeah, suplex.
That was the worst German suplex ever.
But it worked.
Somehow. You just flipped him over your head. You didn't even follow it at all.
No.
Lift this up. Sneak right under. Whoa, whoa. Not so fast. There's another alarm. Great.
There's another alarm, mate.
How did you not notice that? It's a bright red light.
Thankfully, you don't see the mission after this one where you have to arm a bunch of explosives in a camp. And there's 4 to arm, and it took me 5 minutes to find them, even though they're bright red flashing lights.
I like how you can't get to that fuse box based on the fact that it's right above your hands.
No, actually, it's because I'm going the wrong way.
Because you weren't following the red cable to the fuse box?
Well, I couldn't see the red cable at this point. I was just going to go kill the guy up in the balcony, assuming I had to, and then the triangle appeared. And I was like, aha, I don't have to go kill that dude.
You're not very observant, are you, Brooks?
I'm not.
And now you just lift up this giant steel grey gate.
Yes. I want to say it's kind of 50% me just being a complete muppet and 50% me worrying about what this looks like on a recording that I'm planning on putting on YouTube. But it's probably more like 95% I'm just dumb and not very good at games, which is not good for the co-host of a video games podcast.
You don't need to be good at games to be, a co-host of anything. It's just about being charismatic.
Well, I'm definitely not that.
I don't know. I like you.
I mean, I think that says more about you than it does about me.
Hey, look, there's a lot of people you need to stealthily kick in the balls.
Yeah.
Or, just walk around.
There is a shit cut here as well, because I did fail this a couple of times because I couldn't figure a bit out. And I kept getting caught.
I like how that dude didn't notice you landing behind him.
Apparently, I'm kind of light on my feet.
I'm pretty sure I just saw treasure.
You did, and I'm pretty sure I get it in a minute.
Which one are you going to stealthily beat up this time?
Well, I kept going for that dude standing up there about maybe 4 times, and couldn't figure out why I was failing.
Is it because of the dude that's staring at him?
No, it's because every time I jump on the wall to try and knock him out from the ledge, he hears me climbing up the wall and goes, "Huh? What?" And then I get caught. And then it resets me back to the balcony.
Got it.
So instead here, I decide that I'm just going to hang around the fountain for a little while because it's pretty.
I like how no one is like moving around at all, like
No.
and checking to see if there are any corpses. Please tell me that you can't get that guy because the other one is staring in his general direction and is only like 10 feet away.
No?
Is it because he's not? Is it because he doesn't have his torch out that he doesn't actually know you're there?
But, I mean, it's it took me ages to do that. I was like, just fucking knock him out.
Now he's going to drown.
Yep.
In the shallowest of puddles.
Yep. I still can't remember how I did this.
Makes sense. Nice.
But I'm trying to knock the wall out, apparently.
Hooray! You are better than that guy.
That guy is, at least was, a PlayStation community manager.
Oh, so you're better than him. You're better than a community manager of video games. You should be proud.
I am a little bit.
Because he doesn't have enough time to play games anymore because he's a community manager.
Exactly.
And the fact that he didn't get as far as like 13 by the time this game had been out for 9 years.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, this is the remake, so this has been out for 2 years.
And not many people would have played it based on the fact that they already had played and platinumed the first one. So they didn't see the point of doing it again.
Yeah.
Because remasters really shouldn't be as popular as they are.
No. To be fair, I only picked it up because it was cheap, and I had some game credit. And I'm glad I did because they are fun. And it means that I've now got, because I never played 3 and I haven't played 4 and Lost Legacy, so I've now got all 5 to play eventually. But this is just more Assassin's Creed-y, hanging around, climbing into windows. At least climbing into windows in Uncharted is easier than trying to climb into windows in Assassin's Creed, which would be a fucking ball ache.
Because in Assassin's Creed, you would have probably had to do some kind of crazy ass swing in order to get in from above rather than climbing down and then up.
Yep.
Now what?
If only you had silencers on your guns.
Back in our favor.
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Oh, well, good idea.
So, trank guns now, but real guns later.
Yeah. Could have done with the trank guns a few moments ago.
You okay with that?
But no, I've got to hang around in a fucking puddle.
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
Let's take these guys out.
You only have one bullet. You have to decide on who it is you're going to use it on.
I only have one chambered. I'm pretty sure these ones are like infinite use. But at this point, I'd already failed it once because I assumed we were taking them out 2 at a time, and I shot that guy up there, and Flynn didn't shoot the other dude, and I got caught. I was like, oh, okay. So at this point, I'm kind of panicking.
It's like, what?
But he
Fuck you,
helped out
Flynn.
this time. I was like, fuck you, arsehole.
Up to that walkway.
You just had to be waiting for long enough. I like how slow they are at falling asleep. Oh,
There we go.
I'm pretty sure that dude's dead.
Oh, definitely. He landed on his head. He cracked his head open and broke his neck.
Okay, for something with wheels, this is very heavy.
Yes, because wheels definitely make things lighter. You ever tried
Hey, look,
pushing a
right.
car?
Now a wheel is a horse.
Yeah, it's considerably easier with wheels on it than without, and with the handbrake off. Have you tried pushing a car with its wheels not on it?
Those raptors will get us onto the roof.
No.
There we go.
I
See?
don't live in Liverpool. They're not readily available.
Wheelless cars.
Yeah. Cars on bricks.
All yours.
Okay, so he conveniently had a rope
I
in
know,
his
right?
ass.
This dude's just making my life fucking hell.
It's like, this would have definitely come in handy a lot earlier.
He's been a complete douchebag about it.
He was probably just asking where the toilet was. You
No, he
shot
doesn't
him.
need to. Now he can just lay there and poo.
It was really convenient that you happened to be right above his head at the point where he was needing, to be shot. Why are you still holding your gun in your hand while you're climbing? Surely that would really hurt your fingers.
Yes. It's okay, because I've got to jump down again now.
Without the gun.
I'm not entirely sure I needed to go all the way across here, but I did anyway, just in case.
In case you jumped and you smacked your head on the bell.
Yeah. Dong.
That's- Some convenient stairs. And more bells.
Yep. The bells.
No.
Yes.
Now you're lost again, aren't you?
I
Turned out you had
did get a bit lost, yeah.
Turned out you had to go outside into another cutscene.
Yep. I did forget just how many cutscenes were in this opening couple of missions.
Even I'm starting to get bored of the fucking cutscenes. I usually like cutscenes. Anything to advance the story.
In fairness, they are quite good in this. It's just if you're trying to watch them and talk at the same time.
Oh,
But you
I
could
know.
watch me be a complete fucking dingus and not realise I've got to go around like that.
you just missed the floor.
Yeah.
You
You just slip off. Huh? Like some bastard hit a banana skin on it.
It is like Mario Kart. I like how effortlessly that dude just jumped, and no one else could do that.
Oh, because I end up doing this. And I get comments about my weight.
You put on weight, mate. Shit, that was close.
Maybe a suggestion of not shouting near where the fuck you're clearly whispering all the time. And you just decide to yell, "You've put on weight, mate." It's like the whole world needs to know you're getting tubby.
Yep.
But all the rest of the time, oh look, he's got another one.
Yeah.
Where did he pull that one from? Because he clearly didn't take the other one away.
But this is... just because of the shit jokes, this is probably my favourite bit of this video.
You joining a swingers club?
No. It's just like when you get towards the roof. And it just made me giggle. Like, it's just such a shit joke that it made me laugh. So I'm just gonna...
It's usually the shittest ones are the best.
There's a guy above you. There's a guy above you. There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
It's such a crap joke, but I love it.
For fuck's sake, Brooks. So, all of this, like, bravado about not wanting to use the real guns, right?
And
Because
I love to do
and it
12
just
stories into the ocean.
just killed at least 2 guys since then,
Yep.
and failed at climbing.
Look at that view, though, man.
Yeah, great view. I can see your house. Let's get moving.
See, even he says so.
Fuck you. You knew that was coming. I'm gonna beat you with a copy of Uncharted.
You don't have a copy of Uncharted.
I will steal a copy of Uncharted from you to beat you with it.
You're gonna beat me with my own copy of Nathan Drake's Adventures.
Pretty sure that a tranq bullet to the back of the head would still probably kill you.
Shh. Stop bringing logic to the silly game.
You probably just severed part of his spine.
Probably.
Chloe will take care of it. Don't worry.
But at least he was asleep.
And little Barney Hop. It's not Tony Hawk, mate.
Little fun fact, I was singing the theme tune to Tricky as I was doing that.
Fun fact, I was singing the theme, just singing Tricky at lunch today.
Why?
Because someone, while I was at lunch, asked me how tricks were. And I said tricks were tricky. And then just started singing Run DMC.
It's as good a reason as any, I suppose.
They seem surprised that I knew Run DMC. I think it's probably because of the copious amounts of Slipknot and other things that I listen to.
No. Shit. Just flick myself in the face with my headphones.
Pretty sure that creaked louder than any alarm would have been in this town.
Yep. It's about the same volume as me almost falling off the roof.
Oh hey look, another convenient rope that he probably didn't collect from earlier.
I think he's just got a problem with his colon. He's just ejecting them from his ass. But yeah, so I'm just going to have a look at the count. So we're about 4.5 minutes away from the end-ish.
Hey look, there's the lamp.
Yeah, there's
Give it
the
a rub.
acoustic alarm.
And
Gotta
then
get
the
this
lamp.
case unlocked.
Ah.
We so much as touched this glass.
No worries, mate.
Oh look, it's the same tools that he used earlier for picking a lock.
Yep.
To just, clip the door open. Sure, anything would have worked on that.
We're sure it's the right one.
I don't get the logic that
I guess there's only one way to
you
find
know
out.
unlocking it would be fine, but touching the glass would set an alarm
Sorry,
off.
Marco.
Fuck off.
Priceless lamp, smashed to pieces.
Yeah. This is just Drake doing Indiana Jones type things.
Finding a piece of leather.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
Hey look, blue.
It's blue.
It's probably meth.
Wait a minute.
The ancient Mongolian lamp of Heisenberg.
It's resin. It'll burn. And just give me your lighter.
Is that really a good idea in here?
Just set fire to the floor. Well done, Nathan Drake, and your stupid haircut. Just notice that the animators decided to add in the little bits of hair.
Our ships
Oh,
were
it's look,
heading
invisible
for
ink.
flood tide
Yep.
Into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by
Bit of blue light, that'll fix you right up.
West
Damn
coast of
straight.
Borneo.
Oh, great.
Like a UV lamp.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest land.
So they didn't need to do that, just needed to go to the nearest club.
We find that mountain.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Or nearest
Wait,
quasar.
there's more.
Yeah, laser tag.
As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo.
So
I'm
what do
sure
you...
that fire would have burnt out by now.
Yeah, should have done, shouldn't it?
The curse
So what
of
do you think to our first foray into a bit of video there then, mate?
I think we've done an alright job.
Oh my God, Flynn! What?
I just,
Very fascinating.
I don't feel like I'll want to play this game.
No?
I'm right behind
No,
you.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's put the fire out with my feet. Let's stamp on it. How are the rocks not burnt out?
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry,
Taking the
mate.
rope, clearly.
Where we part ways.
Wait, Flynn, we had a plan.
Oh yeah, I panicked quite horrendously at the end of this, because I can't remember if I'm supposed to... I know I'm supposed to get caught, but I can't remember at what point.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I just
You're
panic
the
and go a bit
master.
headless chicken.
Only you overlooked one little detail. Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do? Shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You think I didn't know about the
Yay, generic alarm.
Any
Yeah.
schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been playing.
Yeah, genius.
Not yet. Want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
Racist.
What? Speak for
They're not
yourself.
plow pot men. Why has that dude got a sniper rifle with a laser? Laser targeting.
Yeah,
They got-
this happened in Uncharted 1 as well. Like about a third of the way through, it just went, remember to roll to evade lasers. Oh, fuck you.
No. Okay, now I'm screwed.
And now there's more guys with lasers.
They have laser targeting. It's like they're UAVs.
Yeah. I don't know. At some point, we have to do the end of video thing that all people that on YouTube do.
What, we just start plugging things and say your boy, and no, that's the start, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not saying your boy. Fuck you.
You already said your boy.
Fuck off.
Yeah, there it is.
Wouldn't it have been convenient if that was the point that you climbed up in,
Yeah.
right next to where it is that you needed to go?
This way.
Because the problem was at that point, I thought, oh, I must have been here, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck am I? But it's weird. It's like a completely unfailable bit of game, because you have to get to this point so that you can purposefully fail.
See you, suckers.
But I guess that's us, mate. I think we're just about done.
Cool. Let's just watch the end of the video, I guess. Nice.